So this is my overstuffed first aid kit. And it's broken up into basic categories. This is going to be my triage packet. Latex gloves, sponges, and iodine applicators, all to initially address a wound. From there, I go into dressings and painkillers, and I have an important splint that, especially if you're not going to be you're way in the backcountry and you're not going to get out in time to get stitches, or it's going to be quite a while before you get out. You really, after you get yourself all bandaged up, you probably want to splint it with something like this to protect it from getting torn open out there in the wild and getting it dirty and infected. They're also a good way to store really sharp surgical tweezers. So this is my triage. This is the actual dressing of the wound. In this packet, I've got painkillers, antihistamines, Advil, all those types of little pill things. In this, I've got medicated wipes, antibiotic wipes, and Band-Aids, and all different sizes. Also, my first aid kit always has moleskin. It can be one of the most important things that you have in the backcountry if your feet start going south on you. And plus, you're always a hero when somebody else's feet go south on them, and you're the one that gets to dress them up and get it taken care of and save their trip. As much as my experience with first aid kit is, I even have sutures in here, but I would absolutely, under no circumstance, try to suture anything out in the backcountry. I mean, you're just going to suture in infection or whatever and cause way more problems and get yelled at by an emergency room doctor later. I've actually been yelled at just for overdressing and overprotecting wounds. So, very vital, besides my survival kit, the first aid kit. The other thing that I never go anywhere without is my survival knife. This is a K-bar. It's not the most expensive knife in the world, but it's got a great reputation for being sturdy, just won't fail on you. I went to Survival Evasion Resistance Escape School at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I was talked into by some knife guys in my unit right before I went, buying this $300–400 Buckmaster knife. This thing was like Rambo plus some. It had a grappling hook capabilities, it had all sorts of things. I got into my isolation phase of survival, went to go build my shelter. Third chop on a tree, this $400 knife breaks at the hilt. I was depressed, to say the least. My shelter became no cutting things up, just gathering debris, using what I can. And one of the things that I was told before I go, if you're looking for extra food and things like that, you can dig up these old foxholes that are out in these training areas that you're surviving in. And a lot of times, lazy troopers will throw in stuff from their MRE they don't like, or toilet paper, or whatever they don't want to carry, and they just throw it in the bottom of their foxhole, fill it back in. Well, I started digging this foxhole looking for some, peanut butter and crackers, or one of the pound cakes that nobody likes that I did. Maybe got a 1.5 feet deep and found myself a rusty K-bar. And that K-bar took me all the way through the rest of that course and the rest of my military career. And finally, throwing it at a tree, I broke it. You're not supposed to throw them, but I do like to do that, and that's the only way you're going to break them. But it needs to be sharp, and I also put duct tape, pretty good amount of duct tape on my sheath, because you'll never know when duct tape is very important.